Hola a todos, bienvenidos a este video. Este es el primer video de Español 4B. Yo soy Gloria y voy a ser su maestra durante estas 12 semanas. En este video vamos a ver una breve bienvenida a todos los que ya han estado en esta clase. Y también vamos a hacer un pequeño tour de Teachable. Para los nuevos, es algo completamente nuevo, y para los que ya han estado con Freestyle, hay unos pequeños cambios. Y también vamos a ver nuestro currículum. Así que, obvio, también vamos a hablar español. Y con todo eso en mente, comencemos. Así que, primero que nada, how it works. So, how do our classes work? So, we have our weekly pre-class video prep lessons. Y eso es este video. Our weekly pre-class video prep lessons are this video that you're watching. And it's very important for you to watch these videos before class because it will prepare you for content that we will cover in class. So you can come with questions ready to answer. And in class, we can go also go over activities that I ask you guys to do in these videos. And these videos are fundamental to your language learning progress. So those are first component for our pre-class video, first component. The second component is our face-to-face core class that meets twice a week. So nuestra clase es la de Español 4B y es todos los lunes y miércoles de 7:30 a 8:45 zona centro. So that is Mondays and Wednesdays from 7:30 to 8:45 Central Standard Time. So that's when we meet on our face-to-face classes twice a week, and this is through a Zoom link, and you will receive that through email. You will receive a reminder before class as well. So that's the second component. Our third component is our virtual face-to-face Saturday Cafe, and that meets once a week. So the Saturday Cafes are an opportunity to practice your language, your target language, with students that are not just in your class, but are also around the same level of you. So 4B might be paired up with a more advanced group, and that will really help you get out of your comfort zone and start practicing. What's really nice about the Saturday Cafes is that we also cover topics that are not in the class. So we can talk about culture, you can come in with questions, and anything that you want to learn, we will cover during those times. And then we have our online curriculum, which is on Teachable. And this is where you will find all of your handouts, video prep lessons, everything will be on Teachable. So I would recommend for you to favorite the Teachable link for your class because you will be accessing it regularly. And then we also have our discussion board on Padlet. The discussion board is where you'll get to engage with other students in your class y van a poder hablar sobre todo del mundo en español. En la clase anterior de Español 4A, hablamos un poco sobre la Casa de las Flores. Tuvimos mini misiones. So in 4A, we had some mini missions for Casa de las Flores, and we would post those on Padlet, and kind of just an extra time to practice different activities in Spanish. So we can keep working with Casa de las Flores. There's also other Netflix series that are from different regions that speak Spanish. So all of that fun stuff, and just, YouTube videos, links, links to songs, playlists, music, just anything Spanish culture related that you want to share with other students in the class, you can go ahead and do that. We will also be having scavenger hunts and other fun activities on Padlet that you will be able to do. So that is for our Padlet and our Teachable. I want to go ahead and show you Teachable and Padlet before we move on to Más Español. So this is what our online curriculum looks like. This is for Spanish 4B. And so it looks just like before. So course curriculum, start next lecture. You start with your syllabus, your pronunciation workshop, and I will go ahead and show you Teachable in a minute, but I also want to show you our Padlet. I know a few of you are familiar with it, but essentially the Padlet, like I said earlier, is just a discussion board where you can post videos, links, anything that you want to share with the class that is related to Spanish speaking culture that you can share with the class. So I want to show you Teachable and Padlet so that you can see it. So this is our Padlet. This is the Padlet from the class before, but I'll show you where you can find your Padlet as well. So this is the old Padlet for Spanish 4A, and the Padlet for Spanish 4B will appear here in Teachable under Resources for Students. It's not uploaded yet, but it will be, and you'll find it here. So now that we're on Teachable, I want to show you guys the syllabus, go over it for a minute, and just show you the format for our Teachable. So for our Spanish 4B, de 12 semanas, en la primera semana vamos a tener una presentación de la película y Che Guevara, y vamos a hablar sobre el presente de subjuntivo. Y nuestra película es Los diarios de un motociclista, y es la película que vamos a estar viendo durante toda esta clase. So with freestyle, we use authentic material from movies and series and books and all of that, so you guys can get access to what real native speakers would be looking at and seeing and hearing. So that will be our movie for this course, and that's what we will start off with en la semana 1. En la semana 2 vamos a hablar sobre la muerte de Che Guevara y el pasado subjuntivo. La semana 3 vamos a hablar sobre Francisco Pizarro, César Vallejo y la conquista del Perú, el pretérito e imperfecto para manipular la historia. La semana 4 va a ser un repaso de las unidades 1, 2 y 3, y también van a hacer ustedes presentaciones. En la semana 5 vamos a hablar sobre Cusco, Perú, y también sobre la diferencia entre por y para. En la semana 6 vamos a hablar sobre el diario del Che y sobre los pasados compuestos. La semana 7 vamos a hablar sobre la Tierra y la Revolución y los conectores. La semana 8 vamos a hacer un repaso de las unidades 5, 6 y 7 y vamos a tener presentaciones. La semana 9 se llama El viaje y vamos a hablar sobre el viaje de la película. La semana 10 son las cláusulas con sí, ya en 2 formas diferentes. También vamos a hablar sobre el nacionalismo y una mirada global sobre el nacionalismo. Y vamos a hablar también sobre las cláusulas sí, la tercera parte. En la semana 11 vamos a hablar sobre los críticos del cine y vamos a repasar las unidades 9 y 10. La semana 12 van a ser presentaciones finales con el cierre de curso. So that is our syllabus, and you will have constant access to it on Teachable. So in case you miss a class or are not able to attend, you know exactly what we will be covering that week because it's on Teachable. So that's the first thing you'll see. Like I said, Padlet will come out on here. And then we have our pronunciation workshop. The pronunciation workshop is muy divertida. So you guys have a great level of Spanish, but sometimes it's very important for native speakers to understand this because we can have great grammar, great reading, and great listening. But maybe when it comes to speaking, we're saying things right, but we're not being understood. So that's what the pronunciation workshop is for. You can practice those G's, those R's, and those J's in Spanish, which can be very hard. Y todo es con trabalenguas y actividades. So there's the tongue twisters and activities. And you can go ahead and do a free mini lesson to see how it works and see if this is something that you may need. So that is what you'll find under resources. Y luego tienen las semanas. Tenemos la semana 1, which you have your weekly handout. You can download your weekly handout. You scroll all the way to the bottom and you download it here. Lo pueden imprimir. You guys can print so you can work on it in class. Y como pueden ver, aquí es lo que vamos a hacer la primera semana. And you have an answer key to your weekly handout. You have supplemental activities that you can do. Sometimes I will assign these supplemental activities in a weekly prep lesson video, pero a veces solo es práctica extra. And you'll have the answer keys to those. And you'll have an audio where you can listen to the handout as well. Not the entire handout, but big important sections of the handout. And that'll help you a lot with listening. And then, as you can see here, for returning students, this is our big change. Aquí van a tener el weekly prep lesson video. So you'll have your weekly prep lesson video on Teachable, and it'll appear above weekly handout, and you'll just click on it and see it here. The video won't be posted on Padlet, it'll be here. And as you can see, you can't see what, see lecture content locked for week. So the content will be unlocked as we go throughout the course. That way you can focus on the class, the week that we are working on. That way we can stay, you can stay, and we can stay more on track. Va a ser más simple. So this is our Teachable and our Padlet. Pero ahora I want to go back and we can practice some español. Así que empezamos. I know a few of you might know me, but others not. Así que me quiero presentar. ¿Quién soy yo? Pues yo soy Gloria. Yo soy de México. El viaje más largo de distancia que he hecho en mi vida ha sido a Europa. Hice este viaje en avión, pero el viaje más largo que he hecho en coche ha sido un viaje en coche que hice con mis padres de chiquita por casi todo México. So that is just a little bit about me. So I'm Mexican, the longest trip I've ever done by plane and by car. Y quiero que ustedes hagan lo mismo. So I want you guys to answer the following questions. ¿De dónde eres? ¿Cuál es el viaje más largo que has hecho? ¿Hace cuánto tiempo lo hiciste? ¿Y qué modo de transporte usaste? So those are our 4 main questions. So we're going to be talking about our trips and our travels. Y pueden hacer lo que yo hice. Pueden dar 2 ejemplos de viajes largos. Un viaje largo en distancia o un viaje largo de tiempo, ¿verdad? Tienen esas 2 opciones. Y cuando contesten estas preguntas, quiero que las publiquen en Padlet para que todos en la clase los puedan ver. So publish or post your answers on Padlet so that the whole class can see. Si no tienen cuenta de Padlet, tienen que crear una cuenta. Las instrucciones de cómo crear una cuenta están en Teachable. Y si pueden, me gustaría que pongan una foto con su post, que publiquen una foto con la publicación que hacen para que nos empiecemos a conocer. So that is what I want us to do so we can start getting to know each other. Entonces, con todo eso en mente, with all this in mind, quiero que empecemos y les voy a dar un repaso de lo que yo quiero que ustedes hagan para estar listos para la primera semana. So what I want you guys to do to be prepared for your week 1 is read your welcome email from FLC, access Teachable, and explore your new curriculum and resources. If you have questions, let me know. And then post on our new Spanish 4B Padlet y que contesten esas preguntas, ¿verdad? Sobre Padlet. Y también, si tienen tiempo, que repasen el vocabulario que está en Teachable. Y este vocabulario son unas flashcards, son unas tarjetitas que pueden practicar y para que se vayan aprendiendo el vocabulario. So that is what I want you guys to do for our first week. Estoy muy emocionada y hasta la próxima. Adiós.